Alright, here we are, Cosmos Gaming Fans for Bands with Nick of Pop Evil. How are you doing today?
I'm great, man. Had a great time.
So we got to get the basic questions out of the way first. So first one being, if Pop Evil was represented by a monster, what 3 traits would this monster have?
Oh, man. Still endless energy. You will never tire it out.
Alright. Anything else? Any other cool features?
I don't know, probably, I would say big teeth.
Big teeth?
Yeah, I would do that.
Sounds reasonable right there. Alright, so how long were you guys an actual band before you started seeing the significant progress? I mean, I've seen you on like Rock on the Range, I've seen you at all the bigger festivals for rock, but like, what's the backstory? Like, what do people not know? Like, how long were you in the garage for?
Well, Pop Evil actually started as a band close to 12 years ago now.
Wow.
It was just, you know, it came out of Grand Rapids. It was actually Lee and Dave were the first founding members of the band, and they actually were playing in separate bands at the time. And they got together and started jamming, and that's what became Pop Evil. They picked up Matt about, let's say probably 5 years later, I guess it was. Like they were doing, you know, the cover scene and everything like that around Grand Rapids, you know, doing that circuit. Started working on their own material. It came to Lipstick on the Mirror, and I think that's really when they first, you know, finally started their success, you know, as it is now, anyways. I guess the band's been on the road for about 5 years. Touring, like non-stop, like we're doing now.
Yeah, I've noticed that you guys are always on the road with somebody. So, I mean, with these like rock festivals, you're obviously going to meet a ton of bands each time. Is there anyone that, you know, you feel like has either taken you under your wing and has like been like a mentor for you, or is there any band that like you just absolutely look forward to seeing every time you do these things?
Actually, I think the answer to both of those is probably gonna be Seven Dust.
Seven Dust?
Yeah, I mean, we played a lot of dates with them, a lot of festivals like that.
Yeah.
We're finally going on a little run, just you know, the 2 of us finally together, coming up soon here. And they're just great guys, you know. I mean, they always put on a great show. So it's never a band you want to miss.
Yeah.
And I mean, they do help out a lot too, like as far as, you know, advice and everything they can help.
Do you find yourselves connecting with like similar fan base as well?
Yeah.
Like, you feel like their fans connect with you pretty well?
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously Seven Dust is a little bit heavier than we are.
Yeah.
A little bit more of the metal crossover, but. You know, they have a lot of high energy on stage. We like to pride ourselves as our energy on stage as well, and you know, just like to have a lot of fun. You know, I think that kind of translates really well with fans. I think it's gonna be great.
So you guys just released a new single recently, Trenches.
Yes.
So has the response on that been what you guys were expecting, or has it been more or less?
It's been way better than we expected.
Way better.
It's been incredible. You know, it's the fastest climbing song on the charts that the band's ever released. And
yeah.
You know, went to top 10 in I think it was 7 or 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible. You know, we're definitely excited for that, and it definitely helps you. It kind of opens up some doors in the future as well. So you know, we're definitely excited about it. So
are there any other songs on the record that you feel like compare just as much with Trenches, that like you're like waiting to see like how much like reaction you get out of them?
Yeah, there's a couple. I'm not gonna name any by name.
All right.
But I will say that Trenches it's probably not my favorite song on the album.
Really?
So I'll just say that. Yeah.
But there's one on there that you're just like waiting for that reaction, like you can't wait to put it out.
Yeah, exactly.
So you haven't. I'm guessing that means you haven't played it live yet, obviously. The song
I'm not gonna say that either.
Okay. So it's all a surprise.
I like to leave a little bit of mystery there.
Sounds good to me. So just curious, if you could tour with 2 bands that weren't Seven Dust, that you think you would do really well with as well, you know, your choice, whether they're, you know, not in existence anymore, or they're, you know, touring the world as well, who would you want to be with to like really market your sound perfectly?
That is a great question. I don't know. I mean, I guess we have a little bit of that post-grunge sound, kind of hard rock crossover. I think. I hate to say this, but I like Alice in Chains. I think would be like that kind of great kind of crossover there.
Yeah.
I mean, and plus it would just be incredible to tour them anyways. But I think that'd probably be the ideal audience, you know.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
And now that you guys are coming up, you know, obviously, like you said, you've been around for, I guess, 12 years now.
Yeah, the band's been around for 12 years. I've been with these guys for 13 months now, so I'm still going to be in the band. But
so I guess what I was going to say though is, even though they've been around for a while, and you guys are all seeing like significant success, I feel like in recent times, do you feel like you guys are able, that's giving you a lot more accessibility to make the decisions you actually want to make in terms of like where you want to take things, because you're getting the fan base, you have the support, you know, label, management, all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, is it making everything a lot easier now, just becoming a matter of your creativity? You feel like that's where you're at yet?
It's something that actually we were talking about a lot as we're in the studio making Onyx. So it's just like this was the first time, you know, we had all that support. Like we knew who we are, we know who our fans are.
Yeah.
And you know, we wanted to make a record for us. Like the last record, you know, they were doing a lot of stuff, but the labels kind of pushed them in this direction. And, you know, write a song about this, and then, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This time it was just, you know, they said, you know what, you guys know who you are. Just kind of, they gave us like free reign.
It's like you have a little more trust now.
Yeah, exactly, and it's, I think it turned out incredible.
So, in your opinion, would you say 2013 is going to be your year, or do you think this is going to be a setup for a great year next year?
Well, you know, you never want to.
I mean, I guess you never can like put it into that perspective, but like
I mean,
in terms of, I guess, just confidence and like, you know, just feeling that vibe and energy, do you feel like it's here now or it's coming?
I mean, obviously with Trench, the way it's going, you want to say it's here now, but but at the same point, you know there's bigger things down the road. So you know, it's impossible to say what's going to happen. I mean, I have to talk to the fortune teller, I guess, but yeah, it's the energy and the excitement's definitely there, though.
I mean, I can definitely see it. You're like the first guy to smile so much in an interview. But were you happy with the crowd today? I know it was a little bit rough because the weather, you know, people were thinking things were going to get canceled. But for who it was, do you feel like you guys had a pretty good response?
I thought it was incredible. Yeah, the people that were out there today, I mean, those are the diehards, you know?
Yeah.
If they're standing out in the rain, it's like you don't want to let them down. So we just went as hard as we could, you know, and got a great response. I mean, a lot of credit to the fans, too. I mean, it's just sticking it out there. I know it's not easy to, you know, stay that wet all day long, but, you know, it was pretty awesome.
So have you had the experience of actually witnessing a super Pop Evil fan who is like the biggest like diehard you've ever met at any time?
Oh yeah, I mean there's been a couple of the diehards, I guess as you call them.
Yeah. And what's probably like do you remember like anyone by name that is just like completely memorable to you that you make a shout out to?
No, I don't know anyone by name.
Or maybe a state that it was in.
It's impossible to say, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
That's all right. That's all right.
I was thinking like, you know, I feel like every band has a few that like come up with those stories of like, I just traveled 8 states away, you know, we wait in the rain and cold, you know, for like 8 hours.
We do have a lot of fans that's, you know, from our great state of Michigan, you know, our home state, that will follow us around, you know, within reason, you know.
Yeah.
They'll go to the Ohio, the Indiana.
Yeah.
And,
have you guys ever had the privilege of like maybe going out and partying with any of your fans, like drinking at a bar or something?
Oh, every night.
Really?
Yep.
So it's definitely like you guys are definitely a band that really connects with the fans. Like,
we love our fans. You know, we know that we wouldn't be where we are without them. So it's good to stay grounded. You know, we like to hang out with them, get to know who they are, and you know, just break with them as well. You know, it's a great time always.
Oh, for sure. All right. Well, other than that, I mean, Trench is out now. You guys have an album coming. You guys
Trench is out
really
now.
Excited?
Onyx coming out May 14th. Got some pre-order bundles going. Got pre-order specials on iTunes as well. Check it out. I know we're all happy with it. Extremely excited for that to drop, so definitely check it out.
And is there any last special things you want to say to your diehards out there?
Keep coming out to shows, man. We appreciate the support, and you know, we wouldn't be here without you.
All right, that's a personal I love you from Nick from Pop Evil. Thank you for your time. See you around.